Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is PD Proudlock. So I'm here with another video. Yes, you got my thoughts on Monday after the news broke out about Rafa Benitez will be leaving when his contract fully expires. But let's get a bit of fan reaction for this video from now on. So yes, I am joined by Dean here, and I'm going to get his thoughts on how he felt when the news broke out on Monday, which most fans were really, really devastated, angry, upset, whatever word you're going to come. Well, Dean, what was your reaction, thoughts, feelings when the news broke out on Monday?
To be honest, it was not surprised about it. It was just push comes to shove, and I was hoping he was going to stay, but I was just shocked and disappointed that he's leaving, and plus he's done everything for the club for the past 3 years and that, and it's just a shame that the owners just offered it a bit like what he didn't want. It's just a shame and plus sad that he's going to leave now, and it's going to be devastating for the fans and plus devastating for me because he's been the best manager since Boy Robson back in the days and that. But it's just sad, really. But that's all I say. And plus, it's just really, really sad that he's gone. And plus, but the best thing about it, I wish him good luck and all that, and I thank him for everything that he's done for this club. And plus, the best thing he did was made the players great. And plus, the best thing about he's got the players great is their personality, and they've proven a lot. So this last season was incredible, and plus I enjoyed the best football I've ever seen from Newcastle for a very long time, including the one against Everton. That was unbelievable, from coming back from 2-0 down to 3-2. It's just sad, really, because I was starting to bring back passion back to Newcastle, because past years was like down, miserable, anything, relegation, everything and all that. It's just sad, really, that he's gone now, and this wherever the new manager comes, I'm hoping he's got the passion, but it won't be the passion what Benitez have, so it won't be the same sort of thing. And that's it.
Well, before the news, this news broke out Monday, at first it was season ticket prices going up. The new kit's going to be the most expensive kit in the Premier League, and now this.
It's shocking that the home kit's going to be more expensive as it's been, because it's really shocking, because
Just Mike Ashley to make more money.
I know, it's just Mike Ashley, the fat twat he's always been, and that's didn't like him the moment he came to this club 12 years ago. I still hate him. He's made the Newcastle laughing stock of all. Newcastle's supposed to be the greatest team, and plus we're up against the best teams in England, and plus one day in Europe. And so far, he's been nothing but shit to this club, and he's been nothing but misery. And plus the worst thing, the fans on about thinking about championship, and I felt like arguing them and said, what about facing the best team in England, not facing the second-class team that were back in the 70s and 80s? It's just not on. End of the day, it's just not on. Mike Ashley's just being, if he said years ago that he wants to play in the Champions League, he wants to play the best in Europe. Put the money in the club, invest into the club. Everything you have, invest in that club. Many owners done it before. Look at Man City. They've won the Premier League titles more times than, and plus they played one-sided game in the FA Cup final that I've never seen before. And I think because the owners put a lot of money into that club, and now Man City is now dubbed as could arguably be the best team the Premier League's ever seen since Manchester United days. So what's happening now? I just don't know.
It's like now we're at the end of the season. Mike Ashley's just happy to get his TV money, and that's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's all he cares about is money. And plus he's more focused on getting company. He's been focused on getting Devlims. He's been focused on getting HMV. And I just heard reports he's managed both game. I'm just being shocked about it. End of the day is Mike Ashley this, Mike Ashley. And there's one person who did all the negotiation with Benitez is Lean Charnley. He's not just a puppet master. He's more like a Humpty Dumpty man. Really, really Humpty Dumpty. Sat in the wall, Humpty Dumpty had a great fall.
Just a puppet on Ashley's hand, like Charlie. Well, Rafa was offered a contract at first, but it was these things that included was not what he asked for.
Nah, a signed 1 year extension, 50 million. Are the owners having a laugh?
It's like they just want to say, "Wick, your magic again," and just scrape relegation again.
Is that what the owners thinking about now? Just survive relegation again every time, because I'm getting sick of battling relegations now. I want to be in the top 10 or top 6.
Chance for a trophy, chance for a cup as well, cup run.
Yeah, and the cup run is absolutely shocking. Honestly, we haven't had the best cup run since 2006. It's really shocking that we only get fourth round, third round, fourth round, third round, fourth round, third round, whatever. However, we want to go up against the best. That's what we want. The fans have been demanding it, and the fans have been down it for years, and that's why they're boycotting and protesting about it. It's just not on this. I'm really frustrated about it, and plus, I've been telling my friends are starting to get sick of it. Now they're on about supporting other teams and all that. I said to them, it's up to you at the end of the day, but you might have to come back to Newcastle at some point if some owners happens or anything like that. It's just shocking. I just don't understand it.
Well, we'll look at the replacements, the placements who could replace Rafa, even though a lot of fans are just not happy at all about it. So one of them was actually Jose Mourinho, but that's reports come out now. He says no. He says if it's a thing about challenging 7th, 8th or 9th, that's not my style. I want a chance to win something. And he would not get that under Mike Ashley at this club at any time.
Nah, I don't blame Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho, he's one of the best managers we ever seen without him. Plus,
even though he loses in the dressing room a lot now, but he could follow in the footsteps of Bobby Robson, but not with Mike Ashley, as I've said. Yeah.
No, not Mike Ashley. He will have no chance because honestly, they will have an argument, and plus the media will be storming over that. But I don't blame Jose Mourinho because I knew Jose was not going to go for the job because even though what the situation's been happening and all that, and plus Mourinho's more focused on winning titles, get the best out of the players. And he's more open-opinionated than he's ever been. So if he comes to Newcastle, media will have a right storm of that. And plus, recently he just left Man U, and plus there was being reports that he was being hard in dressing room and all. But at the end of the day, that's a manager. Manager wants the best out of the players. That's all they expect. And the players just don't show a lack of passion that they want to play in the football. That's the main thing in that. But I don't blame Jose Mourinho because it would be fantastic if he came to Newcastle, but with Ashley there, no chance. And plus, I saw recently there was a picture with new owners. If that could happen, you never know. But it's just, at the end of the day, it's just hearsay and all that. So that's it.
Oh, well, another replacement said he was interested. That's Claudio Ranieri. But will you get the Claudio Ranieri that won Leicester City the title first time, or the one where he struggled afterwards? Said a lot of people think they wouldn't mind him, but there's a lot of fans thinking, oh no.
I'm 50-50 between Claudio and Ranieri. I'm 50-50 because yes, he had a fantastic with Leicester City. That's one of the most miracles seasons that I ever seen in my life in Premier League's history. I've been watching it, and he struggled at Fulham. That's the one thing that he struggled on. But I think Fulham should have given him a chance if he had the right players or anything like that. But it's just I'm 50-50 with Ranieri. That's all I'm going to say. 50-50.
Now he and people like Gerrard, Vieira have now been linked, but you're thinking, have they got the experience to do that?
Well, Gerrard at the moment, he's only
done it in the Scottish Premier League, but it's one of the worst leagues of all time.
Sure it is. It's probably
anyone could walk in there and probably do a brilliant job there.
Oh yeah, like Brendan Rodgers, who went to Celtic, and Celtic kept winning league titles after league titles after league titles, won Scottish Cups, and then they only reached halfway in the Champions League. That's it. And Rangers, they're dubbed as the best in Scotland, and they haven't won a Scottish league title or Scottish Cup for quite a long time. And this is funny. A report came out that from former Rangers player Alex McKee saying Rangers is a bigger club than Newcastle. Is he having a laugh? Is Adam McKee's having a laugh? Yeah, Adam McKee's having a laugh. Believe you me, I don't understand why he say Rangers are a big club. So it looks like Rangers still hates Newcastle after 50 years we beat them in the first cup. That's the only trophy we ever won against them.
And you've also people, Gary Monk as well, and managers on his level. I think fans would go ballistic if a manager's got appointment. Just be similar about the yes men, of course.
Gary Monk, I don't know. He's no chance for me because, to be honest, yes, he did all right with Swansea. He was done all right, but the first few managers he's done is not good at that. Up to my standards, it's just I don't know who's going to manage and all that, and that's all I say. I'll say Gump, no chance. He's only got big experience, but he hasn't won a semester trophy ever, and I don't see him. He might win something in the football league. That's it. That's all I can say. But nah. Monk, no chance.
You plan to boycott any games? Maybe attend a few? I know you're not a season ticket holder. Yeah, I've been to a few games, but do you think you might attend a few games, or do you think I'm staying away from St James's Park, going to any games for a while until he goes?
It's a hard thing to say because I've been a Newcastle fan since I was a kid. Because believe you me, I remember when I was a kid, when Anne Shearer came to Newcastle, that's when I first fell in love with Newcastle, and how the entertainers, Kevin Keegan, and then when Newcastle reached the FA Cup final, not once but twice, 2 years in a row, and then when Boy Robson came and brought the entertainers back where it was 2003, right up to around 2004 when he left, then when Mike Ashley came around about 2007, Newcastle went from downhill from then, and I started watching Newcastle game back in 2003 and then right up to 2009, right till about now. So I've been watching a few games. I had one or two good memories of it. The one Everton comeback, unbelievable, and the one against Southampton, brilliant game I watched. And the past few games were disappointing defeats and misery and all that. It was at one time I had my head down like that. Lucky the cameras didn't caught that. So to be honest, is it worth boycotting and plus protesting? Because the fans did try it, and Mike Ashley's still here. So
You've got to do it more than once. You've got to empty the stadium big time, and then actually realise he's losing lots of money then.
the only reason I will go to the game, I want to see Mike Ashley's face, because when I see Mike Ashley right there, and I'm just going to point there, look at what you've done. Look what you've done to this club. Look what you've done. I'll still come to home games if I want to have to. I know my friends and plus fans will be saying why you're still going against, but at the end of the day, look at St James's Park. Look at St James's Park. It's the most beautiful stadium that we ever had in North East, and I'm still going to come to it because it's hard for me to leave this stadium, and plus it's going to be hard for me to keep away from it. And plus I've been watching Northern Leagues and plus other things because I'm passionate in football. That's why I'm passionate on the field and I'm passionate off the field. I don't want to leave this Newcastle. I don't. It's a hard thing to let go. That's the worst thing. I'm looking at it now and it's still beautiful. It's just... But I'll say to the message to the fans and plus who've been long serving and a season on loan, it's up to you at the end of the day. If you want to boycott and protest and anything, at the end of the day, if it'd be worth the trip, it'd be worth if it happens. If you plan on boycotting more home games if you can, to try and get Mike Ashley to get out there, it's up to you. I've got nothing to hold against you and all that. And my friends have now decided to support other teams and I don't blame them for that. At the end of the day, it's just they're starting to get sick and tired now. Enough is enough, and I don't blame them if they want to renew their season ticket or not. If they want to renew them. If you don't want to renew them, just watch it and see Newcastle get crumbled and all that. But the worst thing about it, I'm still going to go and watch Newcastle home games if I can, because I'm already planned for August, and then probably I'll be back watching again probably in November. See what happens.
Oh, well, then, a couple of last questions. Who would you like to see as next manager, and will this takeover happen?
Very good question. That the first one. It's just who's who. That's the question. Who's who? I'm hoping it's not Avan Grant because he has had a few success with Chelsea, but he had a bit of a downhill after that, and plus he had a worse one in West Ham, and that's shocking. That.
If you had to pick any of the ones that have been shortlisted, who would you pick?
I will give Sean Drake a chance because used to manage Burnley. I'll give him a chance because he did help Burnley get back in the Premier League. So I'll give him a chance because he shows more like he knows what he's doing. But he won't be the passion that what Rafa Benitez was. But I think Sean Wright will discipline the players and everything like that. And there's been reports of a few former players, like Joe Barnes said, it'll be hard to turn down in Newcastle, but it's going to be bizarre him coming to manage us. But at the end of the day, it's up to him. It's just it happens. That's
And takeover?
It's got to happen. It has to. It's got to happen.
Even though there's fans losing hope on it, even they said there is no takeover. But I've not given hope on it yet. Hopefully it'll still happen.
Yeah, but I'm hoping it happens. At the end of the day, because that was our interest in Newcastle. They're going to win. They put 350 million to the club, and plus they win. They put more investment into the club, and plus he's trying to build a fan base. That's what we needed. Because at the end of the day, Newcastle fans want to know what's going on inside the club. Because the past 12 years, we don't know what's behind closed doors. Really, believe you me, we don't know what's going on or anything like that. So I just want this takeover to happen, and I'm hoping that everything will happen. And then bring the glory days back to Newcastle. That's what I'm hoping for. When I first heard about it, I thought it was a joke. But it turned out it was Generin and the Albert saying, and that they're saying it's work in progress. At the end of the day, they don't want to keep us hopes up. And I've said to you, don't get your hopes up yet. Just wait till it happens and all. I think, yeah. So I'll say it will happen. I hope it does, because at the end of the day, if it doesn't happen, then I don't want to see that fat twat again. And that Lee Charnley, that Humpty Dumpty.
Oh, well, then there you go. That is Dean's comments of what he's just said. Do you agree with what he said? Let me know in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment as I've said. And if you're also new and haven't checked me out, please make sure you do hit that subscribe button. And I'll catch you all later. Hope you have a good week. And hopefully something positive.